How funny is this? Michigan sends me this. It's from Mark. I always call Mark Messier. He's a huge Ranger fan, but it's Milk Carton missing Mika Zibanejad. So they outscore the Devils 10-2 in New Jersey. Go back home, lose 2-1. That was a tough game. But last night 3-1, never really in it. 0 for 8 on the power play the last two games. And Gallant read them the riot act. Didn't think they played very well yesterday. And Michigan is part of a group of, she's in a chain with Mark and Mark's friend, who's been a friend forever, who's a huge, these are diehard Ranger fans. And so I said, I need the screen grab. I need what you sent me. And Mark said, Igor has been one of our best players, but let us down tonight. There was a goal, and it went in between, like underneath his armpit, through his arm, and that they all felt he should have, stopped it. Michigan said this team needs to shoot more and stop trying to make the perfect pass. We need ugly goals. And Mark says, any goals? Mike, the other friend, said, bad goal, yes. No offense, 0. They better practice hard tomorrow and Wednesday. Mark said, yup. Mike said, can't score with no medium to high danger chances. They had one, and they scored on it, which was Trocheck scored on that one, which was a nice play. Thursday, they will be coming out flying. Trouba better throw a helmet in the locker room. Mark said, Gallant said team was not competing and is real disappointed. I hope he kicks their asses. He is on now ripping. Rangers no-show. So they asked Trocheck, how do you think you played? Yeah, I think we're playing hard. Yeah. Gallant said, not good enough, not even close to good enough. So they go back Thursday. Very disappointing. He felt this one was on his top guys. He also felt last night Adam Fox was hounded in rare mistakes. Zibanejad and Trocheck flipped lines late in the first as Gallant realized none of the top six had much going. Heedle's line caused the most havoc and had the most offensive zone time. Lafreniere's redirect trickled through Akira Schmidt, who really didn't seem like he was challenged at all. Pads before Siegenthaler swept it out of the blue paint and right up to Jack Hughes, who scored on a breakaway just 250 in. I remember that. I was like, holy shit. They don't call us this kid. The kid line was the Rangers' best, followed most of the night by Barkley, Goudreau's fourth line. Panarin did not have a big game but he should not be singled out. Zibanejad, Tarasenko, Kreider, and Patrick Kane were all nothing. Gallant actually didn't mind his power play on Monday night. That was the only time that they really competed. He said of his players who still went 0 for 3 in the power play are now 0-11 since Kreider scored in the second period of Game 2. He hasn't had an easy time wrangling his star-laden team after the Tarasenko and Kane additions, trying to work with a shortened lineup and integrating Kane, especially into the power play that was working well. After going 4 for 7 in the first 5 periods of the series, they were now no power play adjust. They didn't have to make adjustments then. Now there are. Zibanejad likely belongs in his old spot on the flank with either Panarin or Trocheck in the bumper. I guess the bumper. What is bumper? You know what? I never heard of that. Bumper in the bumper NHL. Yeah, that's what I need. I'm not the hockey guy. Bumper NHL. What does that mean? Bumper NHL position is. Remember how Sakos is obsessed with passing trials? Same thing here. What is the bumper position in hockey? Power play bumper position. Well, I really need it. The 1-3-1. What is the bumper position on the power play? Player directly in the center of the ice, so they can play the center of the ice. That's what I thought it was, something like that. Okay, so you learn something new every day when you do this show on JD Talking Sports. Drop the G. So we'll see how that goes. They could be. Panarin doesn't deserve to be dropped from the power play 1, but it's hard to say it's working well enough now, so change could be coming. As for 5-on-5, the top 6 adjustments is simple: play smarter, more determined. Gallant said we didn't show up. All we did was yap at the linesman for getting thrown out of the faceoffs. A lot of bad things tonight. Lost on the boards. Yeah, not good. And so then we watched Ghosted. We put Ghosted on, which second half was better than the first. We watched the last hour. So after 2 periods, I told Michigan, I said, well, Tampa Bay's up 4-1. It's over. Well, freaking the Leafs go score 3 in the third and win 5-4 in overtime. And, they're watching outside in Toronto in their, I don't know what the hell it is, outdoor cafe, whatever. It's the, and they're going apeshit. And I was like, God damn it. So we missed a great end of the game to watch a shitty movie, which I don't recommend to anybody. I like Chris Evans and Anna de Armas. Yeah, they were fine, and there were some good cameos. But the movie has been made 1,000 times before and 1,000 times better. And I was like, please don't make another one. I mean, the one with Godot, and Rock and Ryan Reynolds was 100 times better than this. So that's what we missed yesterday. Kraken got their first win ever on their home ice. Jordan Eberle, overtime goal, 3-2. That's tied 2-2. And Dylan Brooks needs to shut the fuck up. Again, they're down. Now they're down 3-1. And 95% of the teams have been up 3-1, have won. I think I saw 13 teams have come back in the history of the NBA playoffs 3-1. Like it's some astronomical, it's like, minuscule. So they're down 3-1. The Bucks, who won 58 in the regular season, they're down 3-1. And you had Jimmy Butler score 22 in the first, 32 in the second half. Unbelievable. Sets a record 56 for the Heat in a playoff game, and they beat the Bucks. I mean, they lost the play-in game. They lost to the Hawks. They had to win. They had to beat the Raptors. They had to beat the Bulls to get into the playoffs from the play-in round. Crazy, just nuts. You got to love this. You got to love playoffs. That anything's possible. And Lakers, hey, playing and last night LeBron had a 20-20. I mean, what did Shaq say? Something. He said something stupid, Dylan, that he has to score 40 for me to be impressed. Well, Shaq goes 20 and 20 equals 40, which it does. He did something with gas too one time. He says if you fill up half a tank after a while, it's like you put $20 in or something that you don't have to fill up the tank. You just have to put $20 all the time so that I guess you never run out of gas. I said, his the way he thinks is kind of interesting. Now, I screwed up some things yesterday.